From Stony Brook University, it's the Class B Suffolk County Championship. Today, the undefeated Hurricanes of Westhampton go up against the Warriors of Amityville. Well, hi again, everybody. I'm Barry Landers, along with the coach, Stan Kellner. A year ago, everybody expected this to be for the B Championship. But a funny thing happened to the Hurricanes. They were upset by Half Hollow Hills. They avenged that upset, getting to this game today. What can we see today?
Well, Richie Race's Hurricanes from Westhampton are a well-balanced ball club. No seniors. They're inexperienced on the board. They're very not strong on the boards, but they've got their hands full with Amityville. Jack Agostino's ball club is big, strong, mean, and unbeatable in the county.
All right, this is a ball club from Westhampton, as I said, undefeated. They're well-balanced, they're young, they're talented. They've got an outstanding player by the name of Jermaine Hallman.
The best all-around player that Richie Race has ever coached, and he's coached for a lot of years. This kid does it all. He shoots, he's got Jordan-like moves inside. Not a great shooter, but a fine scorer. You'll really appreciate his one-on-one acrobatic moves inside.
Well, Amityville is on a mission. In 1991, they went to the state championship and lost there. Right now, they feel this is a club that can go. They're deep, they're talented, as you said, Stan, and they've got a terrific ball player by the name of Oliver Hinkson.
The chemistry is there, and it starts with Oliver Hinkson. He was there last year. He was a leading scorer. Jack has only got 2 players back from the starting team last year. But he told me just prior to the game, he said, the chemistry is better this year than last year. And last year, they had incredible energy and synergy. They just played together.
Well, he loves this club. Remember, last year they lost that heartbreaker to Westbury in the Long Island Championship. We'll be back with Carl Reuter in just a moment. Stay tuned for more high school championship basketball on Cablevision's LISN.
Yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
We helped David Nolan with a pre-approved mortgage, which gave him the bargaining power to buy his family a bigger house with a lower bid. Chase Mortgage Pre-Approvals. They make every one of our 23 different mortgages even more valuable. Another way you're worth more at our bank. Chase, because the right relationship is everything.
With the coaches for today's game. To my left, Jack Agostino of Amityville. First, we'll talk with Rich Race of Westhampton. And Rich, no seniors on this team, going up a big team in Amityville, very experienced. How do you overcome experience?
Hopefully with poise. We played a lot of games this year. We played 10 playoff teams this year, and we scrimmaged some of the better teams in the county. So I'm hoping we have a lot of poise on the court.
Right. Obviously, it could be a problem on the boards. They have that size. How do you overcome that as well?
We got to box out and rebound. That's the key to the game for us.
So that goes back to Coach Kellner and Yes I Can Camp. And how much do you utilize in what he has taught you over the years?
We got to rebound like Mitch Kupchak.
And then you come out with a victory, right?
Maybe. Right. Hopefully.
Rich, good luck in this game.
Thank you.
All right, let's turn around here. He's got a rebound like Mitch Kupchak, huh? Hey, listen, you, Jack Agostino, here at Suffolk County Jackets now. What do you got to do? You're the guy that's coming in here. You guys are the favorites, and how much of a role does that play here?
Well, you know, when you have two championship-type teams, you just got to come out and play. You got to relax, have a little fun, and enjoy the moment. You really got to seize the moment. You don't have many opportunities like this in your life, and, you know, I know my players are going to have a lot of fun out there and enjoy themselves.
How much does experience really pay off? He has no seniors. You've got some size. You've got the experience. Is that a key factor in this game? Can you rely on the upperclassmen?
Well, you know, they've done it for us all year, the seniors, and I really expect them to play big tonight.
All right, good luck. He's got your game face on. He was worried about which camera he had to look at. You're worried about playing him one-on-one. You're ready to go. Good luck in this one.
I think it'll be a great game.
All right, we'll find out in a couple of minutes.
You'll get your money's worth today, that's for sure.
All right, the words from Richie Race and Jack Agostino should be a dandy. It's Class B Championship coming up next, right here on Cablevision's Long Island Sports Network.
Okay, tune in to Bob's for over 30,000 pairs of sneakers for basketball, running, soccer, cross-training, baseball, or just kicking around. Bob's has the sneakers you want. Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Converse, Fila, Airwalk, and Vans. You want sneakers? Bob's is the place, the only place for sneakers. It's Bob's, where the weekend begins.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
Today's Suffolk County Class B Championship game is brought to you by Canon USA, by Chase Manhattan Bank, by Genovese, by Hofstra University, by the National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group, by Bob Stores, by Austin Travel, by The Rinks, your complete family recreation center, and by the Crystal Video Productions. Barry Landers, Stan Kellner, Carl Reuter, here at courtside at Stony Brook University, the Class B Championship. Amityville 17-2, going up against undefeated Westhampton 20-0. Take a look at the starting lineups for Westhampton. Good lineup, good backcourt, Stan.
Westhampton has a very smart backcourt in Dale Menendez and Jason Ritchie.
And as we take a look at the opposite the lineup for Amityville, a very deep club. Eric Lamont, excellent point guard, Stan. He's averaging 19 points a game. They can hurt you from all over.
Especially inside. Barry, I know it's a cliche, but the fact is this game is going to be won 3 feet away from the backboard.
Well, Jack Agostino feels that the teams have difficulty shooting from outside here because of the depth perception. And he feels that the team that hits the layups is going to win this game. And Amityville, a club that has been beating the opposition by 25 points a game. Likewise, Westhampton has been blowing out their opponents by about 25 a game. Work it down low, and Amityville trying to get the inside shot. Hinkson has it rejected. Quickly down court, Menendez on the drive. Batted around, and it's recovered by Dale Menendez. Averaging 15 points for point guard. They drive along inside, the shot rejected inside. And you'll see a lot of that today.
Menendez and Ritchie both going to the basket for Westhampton, and they do that so well. This Dale Menendez runs the fast break as good as anybody on the island.
33 is Dwayne Sanders wearing the glasses. Recovering the ball is Menendez, the good-looking junior. They'll settle the club down. Westhampton, a very smart, disciplined club. They don't have a very deep club. They're just about 6 deep.
This 1-on-1.
Got to stay out of foul trouble. Ritchie pulling up for the jumper. The rebound, got a good fake, and couldn't get it to drop. The follow is no good, but a good offensive rebound by Dwayne Sanders.
What we're seeing are the Hurricanes really blowing strong on the boards. They're playing very big on the boards. Now, they're adrenaline rich, there's no doubt about it, but that'll wear off. But are they going to sustain their force off the boards? There's Ritchie going inside, and then there's number 33, Dwayne Sanders, a sophomore.
Stan, this is a very young club. They start a freshman
in Bronson Mark, a sophomore in Dwayne Sanders, and 3 juniors. Not a lot of experience against this Amityville team, which is senior dominated.
This kid here, Dwayne Sanders, is going to be a great shot blocker. Only 1.5 a game, but he tomahawks on his shot blocking. But as soon as he learns to jump straight up, he's going to be terrifically effective.
Averaging about 6.5 points a game, a 75% free throw shooter. Westhampton does not shoot free throws well. If this is a close game, Stan, that could come back to really haunt them. They only shoot 55% from the line.
Yeah, but they won the game, if you recall, against Wyandanch from the free throw line. So they are money when it comes down in clutch time.
That's a guy who usually hits that shot, Eric Lamont. Carpenter lost it inside. And the Hurricanes bring it up. Menendez working against Lamont. 2 excellent point guards, 2 of the best in Suffolk County. Both can score. Both play tenacious defense. Nice dish off, but traveling will be called that time. That time, Dwayne Sanders couldn't handle the pass cleanly and got called for traveling. We've got excellent officials working today's game. As we've got Skip Yutzler, one of the officials, and John Herberg, the other. Not the defense of Westhampton, Stan. They like to work a zone.
Well, it's a 2-1-2, very loose, but to put pressure up on the ball, and they run people at the ball.
Lamont, nice dish off along the baseline, and the bank shot by Oliver Hinkson, averaging 20 points. And we're tied at 2. This Amityville team can wear you down with that pressure, Stan. You got to handle the ball.
It's a 1-2-1-1, but with a ball player like Dale Menendez, will he wear it down? He's good when he's fresh.
Missing the outside shot, the freshman Martin. Do they get it back off the turnover? Howman. We talked about him in the open. Open from the corner, Menendez. Hurricanes getting a lot of offensive rebounds here. And as that ball thrown in the backcourt, it'll be a backcourt violation. Surprised that they're doing so well getting offensive rebounds against this taller Amityville team?
Well, I think Westhampton came into this ball game realizing they're the underdog, and it's so much easier to attack. When you're the favorite, you defend. There's Jack Agostino, who's done a great job over the years. I mean, has a great record. I remember he played for Frank Molzoff at St. Joseph.
And he played at Center Ridge High School many years ago.
3 years in a row, beat champions.
A pretty good player by the name of Brown out there. Scramble for the ball, and on the alternate possession arrow, ball will come back over the other way. We've had a substitution for Westhampton. We'll pick it up for you in just a moment.
This is one of the challenges for the Hurricanes. They've got to break this 1-2-1-1.
Sanders has sat down. Mike Ford, a bruiser at 6'3" in the game. Open for the jumper. Bronson Martin missing. And the follow is good inside by Hallman.
Hallman is the main man for Richie Race's ball club. Supposedly, he's a key player on the boards, and he certainly went to the boards hungry.
6'4" junior, averaging 14 points. First bucket for Amityville, for Westhampton. Lamont missing from the corner. Menendez knocked away. Quick hands of Lamont there. And the lefty drives. No foul. There was contact. And we will get a call now made.
You know, you look to read it if you're coaching this game, you're looking to read how the officials are calling it. They're not calling the charge block. Several times Westhampton got in the way, and it was not called.
Richie Race. There was no foul, just the ball was out of bounds. And here's Menendez.
Barry, the weakness on that 1-2-1-1 is the middle, and you've got to run somebody behind the zone into the middle.
Westhampton would like a lower score here. They want to slow the game down a little bit. Amityville off the turnover. Hinkson with the steal. Oliver Hinkson off to Lamont. Used the right hand. He's a lefty, and he missed it. And Westhampton will push it up. Here's Richie.
Nobody rotated. Nobody rotated.
Partially blocked that time by Henry Douglas. Back the other way. Lamont using his right hand this time. Banked it in off the left side.
You know, this game, the way it's going back and forth, it's like when you dream. Coaches dream of games like that. They're nightmares. There's no control. The floor is being tilted back and forth. Slow it down, set it up, and let's go to the things that got us here.
Westhampton was concerned about the rebounding edge. They felt Amityville, but so far they've out-rebounded. Amityville 7-3. Bodies collide inside. Hinkson banging away there inside with Jermaine Holman.
Henry Douglas. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you. If number 20.
Henroy.
What?
Henroy.
Right, Henroy Douglas.
At his size, you better make sure you say it right.
He's 220, you're right. But I'll tell you one thing. He cleaned the sinuses out.
Time out on the floor right now. Amityville and Westhampton deadlocked at 4 midway through the first quarter.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Part of the big crowd here at Stony Brook University, the Class B championship. The winner to take on the winner of the Manhasset Southside game. And the road to the top for Westhampton. A tough victory over Wyandanch 78-72. Then they avenged last year's surprising loss to Hills West 66-49. And for Amityville, blowout stand over Harbor Fields and Sayville.
Yeah, they have an offense. The Warriors have an offense of 80 points a game, only giving up 55. They've won 16 in a row, and they're very hot.
Well, their only losses came this year to Newtown and Springfield Gardens, a couple of Queens PSAL schools that are very highly regarded. Of course, last year they won the small schools championship here in Suffolk, beating Bridgehampton. And went on overall to take the county championship, knocking off Sachem. Their heartbreaking loss ended their season. You saw it on the LISN against Westbury. That was a classic game last year, that Westbury game.
I remember that game going right on to the last second.
All right, Menendez off into the corner. This is Holman pulling up for the jumper. And Ritchie battling for it off his hand. And Amityville will get the ball. We'll get a substitution right now for Amityville. They're a very deep club. Darius Jackson, number 32, a 6'4", 185-pound senior, averaging 6 points, but really a perimeter player. Even though he's tall, they will use him inside, but he's a good shooter. He's in the ball game right now, number 32, Jackson. Looked like some traveling there by Jackson. No foul and no travel call. Timeout will be called here. Very quickly on the floor calling the timeout was Dwayne Sanders.
That's no traveling, Barry, because he's fumbling the ball. He didn't have possession of the ball. But you see, that's a move that the NBA people use, you know, when you're in position. But you only have 4 timeouts here, and you don't give up a timeout so quickly because of a possession.
It's a good point, Stan. Sanders calling the timeout while he was down on the floor. Now, the Hurricanes last year was 16-3. You see them gathered around Richie Race, and on the other side, Jack Agostino has done a marvelous job. How about that guy, Stan? He looks like he's enjoying himself. Think he's related to any frogs? Carl Place isn't playing today, are they?
I tell you, he looks good. The other people around him look strange.
Looks like a hurricane. They were in the colors, the green hurricane. He's having fun. What a job Jack Agostino's done following Freddie Williams in the 10 years. Amityville hasn't missed a notch, Stan.
And there was a Jack Schmidt, another Jack, before Williams that brought a lot of championships.
Richie Race did a great job at Eastport before coming over, and he really revitalized that Westhampton program.
Well, he played at this school, you know. He played for Ron
Stony Brook. 103-21 is his record. Good penetration. Fast break drive. Menendez with a quick drive, and he dished it off to Dwayne Sanders, who has 4.
Well, Sanders has that soft touch. He's a sophomore. He's been weak on the boards, but he's coming up stronger.
Boyd O'Kelly missed that shot from the corner. Blocked inside by Sanders on a big drive that time. O'Kelly, Lamont. Good pass. Open Hinkson. Look at the battle inside, and the smaller Hurricane players coming up with the ball. Jermaine Holman pulling it down.
Remember Satch Sanders that played for NYU and Boston? That's what Dwayne reminds me of. He blocks shots. A Bill Russell kind of a player that becomes a factor inside defensively.
Holman and Sanders slightly built. Good pass, slipping free. Dwayne Sanders, the Satch Sanders lookalike.
And a great entry pass by Jermaine Holman inside. Nice cut by
6 points
Sanders.
for Sanders, only averaging 6 on the year. Had 9 in the win over Hills West, a high of 16 for the 6'4 sophomore.
Right now, Amityville's having trouble against the zone, but if they can nail those threes at the wing, they could break the zone, but they have to hit the 15, 16-footer.
O'Kelly missed the jumper. Good offensive rebound by Teron Carpenter. And as he went up, he got fouled. Carpenter, their second leading scorer, third leading scorer, averaging 13 points a game.
What's really surprised me about this ball game right now, this is not a surprise, because what's happening is Amityville's playing strong on the boards. Jack Agostino is rotating his players in. He's going to keep them fresh for the second half. And it doesn't surprise me that Dale Menendez and Jason Ritchie are playing ball. But what does impress me is Dwayne Sanders playing defensive inside.
Richie Race may be upset at the call there. Maybe he thought it was a clean block that time.
Well, he works the officials. He works the officials.
He must have learned from you, Uncle Stan.
No, he didn't learn from them. I'm no longer an annoying man. I'm caring man.
That was the yes, I can
care
approach,
for officials.
right? Another free throw coming up here for Teron Carpenter. Carpenter averaging 13 points and 13 points in the win over Sayville. And Westhampton's Mike Ford checks back into the ball game. The 6'3" Burley Jr. averaging 5 points. Hinkson stripped to the ball as he went up, Stan.
This is a small team in there for Richie Race. He's got to play even while the big guys are sitting on the bench.
Look at the numbers there. Neither club shooting well.
That's understandable.
Tough defense.
Afternoon game, big crowd, big gym.
Ford with a one-hander. And Westhampton leads by 4. Little unorthodox from Mike Ford with a one-hand.
I saw Mike Ford play in the semis, and I'll tell you, in the semis of the B's, and he didn't look at the basket once.
Bad pass after the steal by Ritchie.
Oh,
look at the athletes contesting for these balls on the court here. And on the scramble, timeout. Did he get a timeout? No, they say he was out of bounds before he could call the timeout. It'll go over to the Hurricanes. We've got some kind of pace going here. 1:27 to go. Now, these two clubs have been outstanding over the last few years, yet they haven't played each other, Stan. As I mentioned at the outset, everybody expected them to meet last year in what was shaping up as a great B final. But, of course, Half Hollow Hills stunned the Hurricanes. And Hills went on to lose rather decisively to this outstanding Amityville club. Here's Ritchie working it outside.
Ritchie was a forward. They've moved to the guard. He's taken the guard position very well. Look at the pressure up on the ball. Oh,
Menendez off the great look and a layup with the left hand. What a reverse layup.
That's a clinic. I mean, pressure on the ball, a cut, a backdoor, a give and go. Beautiful.
They are a smart, disciplined team. They don't have depth. Foul will be called. It'll be on Menendez, I believe, his first. Menendez has had 15 points and 9 in the playoffs.
There's the pass into Holman, right back to Dale, and the layup using his left hand on the left side, using the rim to protect the ball.
Can't diagram it any better. Good defense off the turnover. Holman started that play. Menendez off the finish by Holman. So he made the steal and he finished off the feed from Menendez.
You see that bounce pass by Dale Menendez, 2 hands off the left hip. You don't see it. Everybody does the NBA move with the right hand across the body.
Neil Harding in the ball game, and on the drive we get a foul called. Stand shades of the opening game when Bridgehampton, the favorite, came out and were ice cold from the field. We're trailing 12-0 against Salem Riches. Eventually trailed 15-4 at the end of the quarter before they got it going.
Now understand this, Barry. Amityville is scoring 80 points a game. 80 points. Now, is that an optical illusion?
5 on the board right now. They try to add to it here, and they will on the three-pointer by Teron Carpenter.
If someone can bring that ball club back, it's Teron Carpenter. 13 points a game. He's been steady all year long.
Outside Menendez. Clock down to 5, as you see. Menendez with 2. Can he get it off in time? Does. Almost didn't. And a solid first quarter for Westhampton. They hold the Warriors to 8 points and lead by 6. We'll be right back. You're watching exciting high school basketball on Cablevision's LISN.
They're made of the same active ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's pain reliever and the national brand? The box, and over $3. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed. They're made of the same ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's mouthwash and the national brand? The bottle, and over $2. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed.
Thanks to the work of the United States Organization for Disabled Athletes, a physical disability has become something to challenge and to conquer. Today, physically disabled persons are competing in athletic events once reserved only for the so-called able-bodied. USOTA molds the athletic ability of the young into world-class talent, capable of nearly unlimited achievement. The triumph of the human spirit is what it's all about. You can be a part of their triumph.
Well, some of the fans here at Stony Brook, and a nice crowd on hand. And there's a little rascal over there. He's enjoying it. Why not? We've had some great basketball so far.
That's great to see a young man like that, see great basketball and enthusiasm.
Look at that face.
If he keeps that enthusiasm, he can be anything he wants.
Amityville shooting 3 for 14 in the first quarter. Westhampton 6 out of 60. Turnovers about even, rebounds about even. Right now, Amityville surprisingly down by 6.
They've got to take. They've got to take and make those wing shots.
Good pass, Hinkson along the baseline, blocked from behind. Excellent play there. Down court, stolen away.
Too hard of a pass.
That's blocked from behind. Was a beautiful block by Martin, the freshman. Hinkson. And we got a whistle. He stepped out of bounds.
Westhampton's doubling up on that baseline. Anything that goes baseline, there's 2 players defensively, one to stop and the other to double them up.
Dan McFadden is in the ball game for Westhampton again. This is a club that just plays about 7 guys. Primarily sticks with the starting 5 most of the way.
Look at that physical defense.
Oh, Hinkson battling that time with Jermaine Holman.
That wasn't NBA, that was NFL defense. Officials are letting the kids play, and that's the way it should be, too. But they've got to keep it under control. Skip Yesler's a great official, and he'll keep this game under control. He's very consistent.
First foul on Hinkson, 3rd on the team. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Another nice look. Boy, does that kid make himself available for the ball. Holman,
well, what
a nice feed.
He did was he came up and went back door. And you've got to go back door against pressure.
And they've been getting the ball inside very effectively against this very tough Amityville defense. Westhampton sticking to the zone. Hinkson yet to score. He's 0 for 4. Here's another guy that's got to get it going. Lamont with a soft touch along the baseline.
The reason that worked was number 3, Henroy Douglas, pinned the defensive center from Westhampton from preventing him to get to the baseline.
Lamont with 4 of Amityville's 10 points. He's averaging 19 and a high of 34 against Iceland. The freshman Martin, number 44, in the game with Menendez. Taylor Jr.
Both teams pumped on defense, really putting pressure on the ball and stepping to the ball. That's the key. Pressure on the ball, but step and help.
Open for the jumper. Holman couldn't get it to go. And Amityville will push it up. They want to get layups, Amityville, if they can. Carpenter. Look how Westhampton got back quickly on defense. Lamont from the corner. Bullseye! Lamont, who hits 54% from 3-point range, burying one there. It's an 8-0 run for Amityville, and they're back within 1.
And Richie Reyes is going to have to honor Eric Lamont and his 3-point shooting. Jack Agostino is putting him on that left wing. He's going to be open.
Lamont bringing his glove back. The shot blocked by Hinkson. Down court, releasing, trying to get it is Harding. Menendez picks him up in the corner. Harding, a good 6-man off the bench. And it's taken away inside by Holman. And Menendez will bring it down. 5.5 to go. Here in the first half, Westhampton leading 14-13.
What an ability he has there, Menendez, to break down the defense.
5'11" junior. McFadden tipped up around, no good. Again, Amityville with a chance to take the lead here. Remember, they trailed by as many as 9 in the first quarter. Lamont all the way and draws the foul. Eric, an outstanding student. He's the captain of this club, number 3 academically in the school. And he'll go to the free throw line.
If you really want, there are 2 qualities of conditioning, and that is stepping to the ball, which what's happening now is Westhampton is not stepping to the ball, rotating as well, and getting back on defense. They've got to maintain that kind of intensity.
Jason Ritchie, number 32, back in the ball game for Westhampton. Lamont being courted by Davidson, by Northeastern and BU. He's 6'3". He's a lefty. He can slash to the basket, plays great defense. And he's got a super outside shot.
He's a heady kid, Division I talent definitely, and a very tough kid. But you know something? There are 10 tough kids on that floor right now.
In the game against Islip, which he scored 34 points, he had 13 of 14 from the field, had 10 steals and 10 assists. How about that kind of triple?
Great floor game, great floor game.
Menendez inside. Holman back out to Ritchie. Ford wants the ball down low. Good physical matchup against Hinkson. Ritchie with his club deadlocked after leading.
Cobbin is doing a nice job on Ritchie. Jason Ritchie is a very effective offensive player, especially in the playoffs. He played very well.
Holman off to Ritchie. No travel call there.
That's a good no call, Polly, because he did not have control of the ball.
Hinkson got fouled coming down with a rebound. It'll be the 15th foul. Richie Race looking on.
Take a look. What's it inside? Cutting to Jason Ritchie. But he actually fumbled the ball. There was an extra step in there, but he didn't have control of the ball.
Foul was on Ritchie, his second and team's 5th. Westhampton cannot afford foul trouble at any of their starters because they are not very deep. Lamont off to Hinkson. They can take the lead here, and Hinkson got hammered. Ford went up to try to block him. And the young man we highlighted, Oliver Hinkson, averaging 20 points. 6'5" senior, recruited by many Division I Westhampton.
There's a problem occurring right here for Westhampton. Number one, they play very aggressively, and they haven't fouled that much. But if you play that aggressively and add a little bit of fatigue to the situation, the official's going to start calling those fouls in the game, and they're going to be in foul trouble.
See his numbers for the year. First point of the afternoon, he was 0 for 4 from the field. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Giants Ball Club shoots free throws very well.
Number 33, Tyrone Johnson reports in.
Substitute for Amityville, Tyrone Johnson, number 33, is in the ball game right here. He's a 5'11", 155-pound junior. First lead of the ball game, and it stays a 1-point lead for the Warriors.
Agostino's been rotating his players, keeping them in fresh, and when you're fresh, you play better defense, and you don't foul as much on defense. You wear teams down.
Holman cut off. Good defense by Hinkson. Here's Ritchie.
Westhampton's got to rest on offense by keeping that ball.
Ritchie got the bounce, and Westhampton regained the lead, 16-15. Ritchie now 1 for 6 from the field. He has 2 points on the afternoon. Doubled up in the corner. Top. Good ball movement here for the layup for Cole Eastwood off the bench, averaging 4 points, the 6'2" senior.
Great penetration. What's happening now is Westhampton's not stepping to the ball now with the same freshness and quickness they had before.
Eastwood will be attending St. Joseph's College and play for balls up out there inside to Ford. Up top, open for the jumper. Would not drop for Bronson Martin. Get something out of the freshman, averaging 13 points. It's been a quiet first half for him. He's a lefty.
And he's got a great shot. I mean, the sweetest shot I've seen for a young player.
Open again. Johnson. Now they'll work it to Harding. Tipped around. And saved right in the arms of Menendez. Hampton down by a point. Jermaine Holman swings it open. And the freshman is on the board. Bronson Martin. He's a mini Chris Mullen, they say. The lefty, averaging 13.
I said it before, he does have a sweet, sweet shot. But what Westhampton does is rotate the ball around, pass the ball around, and find him. He's a great, open area shooter.
Time out on the floor. We'll return in just a moment.
David Nolan with a pre-approved mortgage, which gave him the bargaining power to buy his family a bigger house with a lower bid. Chase Mortgage Pre-Approvals. They make every one of our 23 different mortgages even more valuable. Another way you're worth more at our bank. Chase, because the right relationship is everything.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Back at Stony Brook University, Barry Landers along with Stan Kellner, Carl Reuter, a dandy of a ball game in this B championship. Of course, the loser goes home. The winner represents Suffolk County in the Bs and will go on to take on a very strong Bridgehampton team for the small school championship. Jack Agostino's club fell behind 14-5, now trailing by 1 stand.
But Jack didn't panic. He kept rotating his players as he normally does, hopes to wear him down, and force bad shots on Westhampton and start penetrating, getting inside on this very tough 2-3. Nice steal by Sanders.
Off court, Menendez 1-on-4, so off to Ritchie. Ritchie, a bad pass deflected right into the arms of Sanders. Bronson Martin going up and drew the foul. Hickson questioning the call, but Martin with a good offensive rebound.
Westhampton going to the boards. I think Richie Race has made this point. We're going to win this ball game. It's got to be close to the boards. And watch the 9th grader get inside, use the shoulder, and draw the foul.
That is not a freshman move against an experienced player like Ollie Hinkson. Looking for point number 3, and he's got it. 75% free throw shooter. He's had a strong playoff. Jack Agostino was concerned about Martin. 19 points against Wyandanch and 17 against Hills West. Real pure shooter, isn't he?
Yeah, shooting is feel. It's so interesting. It's not really sight, it's feel. And right now, when you're nervous like that, the ball that has a different weight to it, it's just too light. You don't really feel the ball. But once he makes a couple of them, he'll get his confidence back.
Good ball movement. Yes, count the basket. Ollie Hinkson was fouled. Worked the ball around nicely and got it in the paint.
That's the way to break the 2-1-2 is you get it on the baseline and you roll a man from the top.
Nice pass by Henry Douglas here.
Yeah, inside and then out and then the drop step and the power in, getting a hand behind the ball and dropping it. It's a sweet play.
Foul was the second on Menendez, 7th on the team. So Ollie Hinkson, 75% free throw shooter, will complete the 3-point play, and we're all tied at 20 as we'll get an Amityville substitution right here. Telvis Williams checking in the ball game. 4th time we've got a tie, and Ollie Hinkson will sit down after completing the 3-point play. And in the trap, foul will be called. 15 foul, be a non-shooting foul.
I've seen a lot of point guards come and go in the county. And, I like Dale Menendez as well as any point guard I've seen. He breaks down. I mean, you talk about setting up presses and double teams. That was a strong double team. Menendez broke it.
10 players already used by Jack Agostino in this first half.
And he rotates and he looks for fatigue. He doesn't play the scoreboard. He plays his team.
Ritchie, nice fake. Battle inside, kept alive by Holman, but off his hand, out of bounds.
It's good to see Westhampton contending every rebound.
Yes,
because
they are.
Amityville is a horror off the boards.
Right now, Amityville with their hands full. On the drive here, would not drop for Carpenter.
Watch this now, Barry.
Menendez ahead of the field. Oh, what ball control he missed. Martin couldn't get it. Lamont had it deflected away.
And now he's back on defense. You see that? That's good point play.
Wow.
Misses his shot, doesn't put his head down, doesn't feel sorry for himself. Dale Menendez comes back.
Lamont missing the open jumper. Carpenter, tough luck in and out. No good on the follow inside by Williams, so nothing falling for Amityville. 1:15 to go in the first half. Helter-skelter right here. Amityville will take the lead here on the drive by Telvis Williams. If I check that, on the drive right here by
Boyd
John Benjamin. By Boyd O'Kelly, I beg your pardon. First 2 points. And Boyd O'Kelly averaging 11.
Yep,
Menendez, backcourt. They lose it. 51.8 seconds to go. 7th turnover.
Just want to mention Boyd O'Kelly. The way he went to that basket is the way he broke through the line. He was an all-county fullback. He's going off to college on a football scholarship. Great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, maybe a goaltending. We got to look back here. There might have been a goaltending against Amityville not called.
Let's see if it's on the way down. Nope. And it doesn't have to be. See, it's off the backboard. It's not like the NBA. It's off the backboard, and it wasn't in the cylinder.
Dwayne Sanders was the man up there, number 33. 42 seconds to go in the period, in the second quarter. Off the battle inside, the miss by Hinkson. Gave it right back. Lamont missing the tip up, and the tip no good again. As O'Kelly missed the tip. Volleyball time here, and they continue to battle and finally wrestle down with 25 seconds to go. McFadden in the corner.
Two unrelenting teams battling, playing volleyball off the backboard.
Martin with 15. You see the time remaining. A low-scoring first half by two very solid teams. Menendez looking for Holman, backdoor, and thrown away, and the first half will come to an end. Surprisingly low score for these teams, averaging 80 and 71. After one half of basketball, Amityville by two.
I've got to say this. I'm so impressed with Amityville's defense. They are playing such tough man-to-man defense. A lot of pride out there, a lot of athletes, a lot of discipline. Somebody's going to give.
Well, Richie Race's club led big after one, but they trail only by two at the end of the first half. We'll be back with Carl Rudder's halftime report in just a moment. You're watching exciting high school basketball on Cablevision's LISN.
This is science. This is technology. This is perfection. This is the human body utilizing science and technology to achieve perfection. This is the Elite Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center. Call 737-6767. Strive to become all you can.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
They're made of the same active ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's pain reliever and the national brand? The box, and over $3. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed. They're made of the same ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's mouthwash and the national brand? The bottle, and over $2. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed.
Welcome back to SUNY Stony Brook halftime of the Suffolk County Class B final in Amityville with just a slim 2-point lead over Westhampton. Joined by a guy who knows how to run up and down the courts, and he's been doing it for years and years and years, even though he's still a young guy, both Nassau and Suffolk County official Ron Hafton. Ron, good to see you out here once again.
Nice to see you, and I'm happy to be here.
Let me ask you something. Ever get tired of running up and down the court?
No. If you do it slow enough, it doesn't really hurt you.
Well, you're a type of guy. You're a real player's referee. You really let the kids go out and play games, let them go in there and battle. Is that something you've always done from day one with the whistle?
Well, I'm kind of different about these things than other people. I couldn't make it on my speed, and I couldn't make it on things that I had to do, so I had to make it on my personality. And my personality is to let the kids play and have a good time, and to let them be confident that I'm with them. And I try at all times to make sure that they know that the referees are not against them. This is not a me against them. This is us, and we're just part of the game. We're just carrying along, tagging along a bag, you know.
Can you actually, when you come out on the floor before the game during warm-ups, can you see a kid's face smile because they know that you're out there and you're going to let them play?
Actually, you really can. You really, I guess I learned a lot from Mickey Crowley. You do it in the pregame. You talk to the captains, you get their names, you get them on a first-name basis. And then they feel that they're your friends. And you've told them exactly how you're going to officiate the game, if possible. What I tell them is, I'm only going to take things that are good. If it affects the shot, fine. If it doesn't, we're going to play.
All right, now you've seen some great players over the years, both in Nassau and Suffolk. Who's your favorite player? Who's the most exciting? Who's the best player that you ever refereed?
That's a real tough question. I guess the most exciting team, I was just young then, was the Vickers team from North Babylon. That crew of people, Roy Coble and those group. Vickers always wore something on his neck. That was allowed at that time. It's not. He had there were little like cow things on his neck, like shells. I liked him because he was just that type of kid to like. I've seen the kid from Kupchak was the terrific ball player. The kid from Plainview, who in the NBA was a terrific player.
Okay, Averoni.
Yeah, nice player. And Ozzy, who's retired, did a great job. Seth Greenberg. Guys you don't even remember, the Greenberg brothers. They were great players at Plainview Kennedy.
Hey, do me one last thing before I say goodbye to you. The guy sitting here at the table to my right, Cal, just give me one of these. Like you must have done.
Stan?
You must have teed him up once or twice at
I
Brentwood.
love Stan. Stan, this is for you, baby.
Technical foul on that note. Ron will go talk to Stan Kellner, and Stan will come on this side and join me for the halftime numbers and highlights right after this timeout. Stay with us.
Okay, tune in to Bob's for over 30,000 pairs of sneakers for basketball, running, soccer, cross-training, baseball, or just kicking around. Bob's has the sneakers you want. Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Converse, Fila, Airwalk, and Vans. You want sneakers? Bob's is the place, the only place for sneakers. It's Bob's, where the weekend
We helped David Nolan with a pre-approved mortgage, which gave him the bargaining power to buy his family a bigger house with a lower bid. Chase Mortgage Pre-Approvals. They make every one of our 23 different mortgages even more valuable. Another way you're worth more at our bank. Chase, because the right relationship is everything.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
Ron Heff gives you the tee, but you still show up like a man. When you look at this basketball game, it was nip and tuck. We haven't seen the best of shooting in this one at all.
I really don't have a clue. I have one clue in terms of how that game is going to come out. First of all, they're so evenly matched. I'm so impressed with Westhampton's job on the boards. They're playing very strong. But I think the rotation by Jack Agostino, keeping the defense fresh, could be the difference in this ball game.
All right, let's take a look at those halftime numbers. And I just mentioned that the shooting was way off on both teams so far in this first half. And there they are, not good at all. And a lot of rebounds. Turnovers pretty low for some helter-skelter play.
Great respect for the ball, but the problem is that shooting 8 for 27 and 8 for 31, I mean, that's unheard of. Both these ball clubs are offensive-minded ball clubs. I think it's a depth perception here in the big gym. I think it's the adrenaline. This is a big ball game for both clubs. You know, I mean, one team goes home. I mean, this isn't like the first game.
No, we understand
sudden death.
Let's take a look at some of the offensive prowess in this first half. Jason Ritchie for Westhampton.
Ritchie is a former forward that's been moved to the guard spot. He's been playing very well from that spot. I like him from that spot because what happens is he rebounds so well. He's very hard to get off the boards.
Speaking of the boards, Oliver Hinkson.
Well, he's been strong all side, inside. He goes really inside. Now watch that. This is inside on the baseline, and then rolling from the circle inside the big O, going in, and just wide-shouldered kid. But I'm so impressed with Westhampton doing such a neat job on the boards. They're playing even with the great Amityville Ball Club on the board. I don't know if they can do it for another 16 minutes, though.
Well, we will find out. Right now, 22-20. It's Amityville by a deuce. Start of the third quarter right after this timeout.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
What would you do with a bike? Whether you're off-road, on-road, or just out with the family, Brands has the largest selection of high-quality bikes and will always fit you with just the right bike. GT is creating bikes that don't simply push the envelope, they rip it wide open. Check out GT's radical frame designs. GT will not only put you on the edge, they'll push you beyond it. Come to Brands, where the service is always extraordinary.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
The Elite Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center features state-of-the-art technology, ultra-modern equipment, and an in-house board-certified orthopedic surgeon. The Elite team will bring new science, technology, and perfection together. Under the watchful eye of Elite's medical staff, Elite provides physical therapy, sports training, currently running Neil Heaton's pitching program, and weight reduction programs. The Elite Sports and Fitness Center. Call 737-6767. Strive to become all you can.
Well, someday this young man or this young lady, or maybe a prayer away, an Amityville varsity basketball player. That is so darling.
Look at those eyes.
Maybe you'll be out here, young man, in another 15, 16 years. Right now, Amityville, it's not been a horror, but this got off to a real horrible start for them, Stan, but they bounced back, lead by 2 here in the second half.
If you're looking for a key element in this game, it's fatigue. Which team is going to get tired? And here's my question to you, Barry. Can 5 players beat 9 players? You know, and this is the question. Westhampton's playing 5, basically.
It's an outstanding starting 5. Taking a look at the scoring in the first half as Menendez, with his club down by 2, works it. Sanders with 6, Holman with 4, Martin with 4, but Menendez not really having a big game for Westhampton. Partially blocked, and Hinkson will pick it up. As Holman held to 4 points in the first half. Amityville led by Lamont with 8. Came on strong late in the first half, missing the shot there. Knocked back by Menendez. Amityville with the ball and a 2-point lead. We'll reset the lineup for you. Missing from outside that time was Carpenter. Neither club shooting well, as Stan and Carl mentioned at halftime.
Westhampton's got to slow it down and use that discipline factor that they've incorporated all year long into their offense.
Almost stolen away, but Sanders recovers. He'll pop from there. Fouls his own miss inside. What a good rebound. Yes, count the basket. Oh, what hard work. Sanders, after missing, streaked right to the basket for the offensive rebound, and the hard work eventually paid off.
Now, he's a 10th grader. In most schools, he'd be playing on, well, a talent like that would be playing on a JV. But that's a JV, a junior varsity body. I mean, he can read on the boards, but boy, he's been playing very aggressive against the Giants.
Foul number 3 on Hinkson. That is a big foul, but again, this team is deep. Sanders has put his club in front with a 3-point play. He has 9 points, Sanders. Remember, he's only averaging 6 points a game, coming up big against Amityville today. And we got a whistle and a foul called underneath. Officials doing an excellent job. John Helberg and Skip Yutzer. Richie Race Very animated coach.
His dad is right on. Now, here's an interesting story I'll tell you about after this roll to the basket. What happened is Sanders did not step in and beat Oliver Higson. Now, take a look at his dad. You know what? That is the starting center on Bob Cousy's basketball team in high school that won the city championship. And that's Richie Race Sr.
Menendez missed. Richie with a good look inside, and Sanders got fouled. And it'll be a couple of shots coming up. So good passing. That's something that Westhampton is known for. The foul will be on Douglas. It'll be his third.
There's inside. There's the pass, the drop step, and the body protection. Drawing the foul. Nice body protection by Dwayne Sanders.
They're not going to call it on Henry Douglas. Foul will be on Lamont, his first. And another free throw coming up here for the very impressive young man, just a sophomore, at a high of 16 against Bayport. And he's headed towards a high. Saved at the baseline beautifully by Holman. Off to Menendez. Westhampton leading by 2. They led by 6 at the end of the first quarter. Trailed by 2 at the half.
Good pressure on the outlets.
Richie controlling the ball. The converted forward. Holman with a turnaround shot blocked by Hinkson. Douglas quickly up to Hinkson. So Hinkson staying in the game with those 3 fouls. He's got to be careful now on a possible charge.
Holman's got to go to the basket. What he's not doing, he's driving for space and shooting. He's got to go to the iron.
Freshman missing that time. He had the open jumper. Normally converts on that, Martin. By the way, Hinkson 1 for 8 stand from the field. Must be our kiss of death when we highlight a player.
Well, he's being played very well inside. He's being played very well inside. Long arms by Sanders. But
nice.
There he goes. He rolls in. 1 for 9.
No, that wasn't him. That was Douglas who missed number 3 off the nice feed from Lamont. That was a layup, and Douglas unable to finish there. Again, coming back to what Jack Agostino said, the team that makes layups is going to win the game. They've missed a lot of layups.
Well, they're breaking down the 2-3 zone, but they're not finishing.
Not converting, and they have only 22 points. Remember, this team averages 80 a game. Richie pulling up, bad shot. But look at that, go up strong on the boards, and there's Sanders again.
Boy, he is playing the game as the human eraser on the boards, both boards. But, you know, Richie Ray said before the game, we've got to play poised. And what's happening is the guards are not playing poised. They're playing very emotionally. Jason Ritchie was not in control. He wasn't in control defensively, too.
Teron Carpenter on the drive, drew the contact and a foul. Westhampton leading by 4.
Amityville's doing the right things and breaking down this 2-3. They're split. They're finding the seams, creating the seams. They're doing the rolls from the high post, but they're not finishing.
Here's a guy struggling.
That's a walk.
Hinkson missing. He's 1 for 9. Now 2 for 10 as he makes it 26-24. 6 points for Hinkson, and the lead is 2 for Westhampton. 4:50 to go here in the third quarter in the Suffolk County B Championship before a noisy, lively crowd here at Stony Brook University. The winner to play Bridgehampton for the small school championship. The winner to advance in the state tournament take on the winner of the Manhasset game coming up in Nassau County as they'll battle Southside for the Nassau B representation. Richie threw it into traffic, and Hinkson comes up with the ball.
Amityville's playing Velcro defense. They're sticking to their people.
Carpenter, Lamont for the lead. Way off. Richie quickly down court to Martin. The freshman pulling up. And they hustle a rebound. There's Menendez coming up with that loose ball. Menendez. Tightly guarded by O'Kelly. Trying to post up. Turning. And tough luck off the glass that time for the surprise player of this game, Dwayne Sanders, who has 12 points. 12 of his club's 26. Carpenter out to Lamont.
Amityville's putting an extra pass into their offense. Westhampton is not.
Carpenter driving baseline. Blocked by Sanders beautifully. Menendez should be a block on Lamont, and the foul is called here. It'll be a non-shooting foul, 3rd on the team.
That's going to be a factor. who gets who gets to the one-on-ones first may be a deciding factor in this ball game.
Time out of the floor. We've got a dandy. Westhampton trying to stay undefeated and pull off the upset. You're watching Cablevision's LISN.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
This is science. This is technology. This is perfection. This is the human body utilizing science and technology to achieve perfection. This is the Elite Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center. Call 737-6767. Strive to become all you can.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Barry, now, where did Bob Cousy now? That's Richie Ray Sr. He played with Bob Cousy in high school. Now, do you know what high school it was?
Well, I cheated, Stan. Andrew Jackson.
Now, how did you cheat?
You told me.
I always want to make you look good. Andrew Jackson. That's Richie Ray Sr. Played the center on the city team. I think, I don't know what year
Richie
that
was quite a player for Half Hollow Hills High School, and that, of course, is my school district. And what a ball game we've got going right now. Westhampton leading by 2, trying to stay undefeated and having trouble. Richie finally got it in bounds to Holman.
Official was kind there. That was very close to 5 seconds.
Officials letting these kids play, and it's been a terrific, hard-fought game.
There's the Velcro defense by Amityville.
Ford now in the game, number 55. Open, Martin, the freshman. Tipped back by Richie, kept it alive, and Ford's got it.
I'll tell you.
Richie from the corner! He's got 5, and the lead is 5.
And count on Bronson Martin making those threes somewhere along the line. The kid is a genuine shooter, but that's a great shot by Jason Ritchie against a very tough Warrior defense.
Ritchie again has had a very strong playoff. 23 against Wyandanch, 13 against Hills West. He's a good three-point shooter, and he buried that one. Carpenter doubled up in the corner, out to Lamont. That 2-3 zone. And a nice-looking J for Teron Carpenter, averaging 13 points. He's had a pretty good day. He's got 7 here. 7 of his club's 27.
Teron has elevated his game in the playoffs, too. Been very effective.
He's a good three-point shooter, one of the better outside shooters, a great slasher. Mr. Clutch trying to force it inside, and fronting nicely was Hinkson. Now Amityville down 2, can tie it with 2 or take the lead with a 3. Hinkson pulling up. Follows the miss. Douglas back out to Hinkson. He struggled from the field. Off to Carpenter. Way off the mark.
Boy, that's
and the ball deflected out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Hurricanes.
You can see the pressure on both these teams. You see in the small schools championship that went on before this game, both teams go on. It's not a, you're out, you're going back home, you're packing up your uniform. This is a life and death struggle. In fact, it's worse than life and death. You have to live with it.
Menendez with it again. This young team, everybody pretty much will be back for the Hurricanes, but they are playing with senior poise here. Oh, look at that move by Holman. The tip by Ritchie, no good. And Lamont with Amityville down 2, a minute 45 to go. Here in the third quarter, swings it. Penroy Douglas powering up, count the basket, and he was fouled. Oh, he used his muscle. hustle there. 6'5", 220. And he banked it in. He'll go to the line to put his club in front.
He went over through the double team. Douglas did. And 220 pounds. You're going to talk about willpower. Watch this. Body power, and there's a double up, and the willpower to put it off the glass.
6th tie of the ball game. And Douglas, who had 18 against Wyandanch, looks for point number 5 here. Very good post position play. And he does not get it, but kept alive that time. Good job by Amityville. Lamont. And he traveled. And with 1:35 to go, the Hurricanes will get it back. Tied at 29. If you're just tuning in, they jumped off to a 14-8 first quarter lead. Amityville led by 2, 22-20 at the half. In this low-scoring game, we're tied at 29. Off to Martin, the lefty will put it in. Nice bounce pass that time.
A two-handed bounce pass. All you guys that watch the All-Star games out there and gals that have that one-hand bounce pass, go back to the two-hand bounce pass. That's a traditional great play.
Foul will be called. Non-shooting foul will be the 4th on the Hurricanes with 1:17 to go.
Watch this. The bounce pass. Old-time basketball. It's an easier ball to catch. It's a softer bounce. And then the 9th grader delivering.
Menendez picking up his 3rd, 4th on the team. Amityville down 2. Lamont way off. His shooting not sharp. Second air ball he's put up, and now we're tied. As Douglas has tied it up inside. He has 6.
Air balls are very tough to rebound.
Menendez stripped to the ball. He ran into traffic. Lamont off to Hinkson. And Amityville takes the lead, 33-31. Hinkson with 8 will get a timeout called here as the Warriors now with a little bit of a run here have regained the lead.
Jason Ritchie playing with his feet, not his head, pushing the ball up the court. The steal and the bucket. Watch, there's the careless bounce. Instead of picking it up, getting into the offense, there's the careless bounce. The pass off. And the bucket by Mr. Hinkson.
Hinkson finishing. He's had a tough time. The all-county player as a junior. Played on the Empire State team.
Get it right, what happened? The layup. Come on, he takes it up. Okay? You guys got to move, then you get the ball. And you finally got to the middle and something good happened. But you just grab the ball and took it out of bounds and chaos. And then you went crazy.
Come on, Jay. You should have layups all day. Layups all day. Now, defense. Right, we should have picked him down the hole. Rick Henry done. Now, this is the other thing. You got it right now. Right now. You got to make sure you start out of the double. Straight out of the double. You got it right now. Run out of bounds.
You know, Barry, you play defense with your feet, but you play offense with your head. And what's happening now is Westhampton is playing with their feet offensively. They're not really using the poise that the coach has delivered. Jack Agostino has rotated his ball players. He knows he has a good defense, a zone press, a 2-2-1 now he's using. He goes back to that Velcro man-to-man, and he feels he's in control of this game. What Westhampton needs right now is a bucket, but they need a hero, and they need somebody to play poised.
Menendez in traffic there. Maybe they're starting to wilt in terms of fatigue. We're down to the final 40 seconds of the 3rd quarter. They trailed by 2, as they did at the half, trailing by 2. Ritchie pulling up for the shot. Bullseye!
There's your hero.
We're tied at 33 with 30 seconds to go. 7 for Ritchie.
See, that bucket makes you play better defense. You go back, you're adrenaline rich. You say, hey, we have a chance to win this game. Let's play D.
Lamont from the corner. Batted back out. 15 seconds ago.
Oh.
Hinkson colliding. It'll be a blocking foul on Sanders inside. So there you had Sanders, who's very slightly built, going up against the well-built 6'5", 210 Hinkson. And the foul will be on Sanders, his 3rd.
There's a situation where you get experience. In a situation like that, you get as low as you can, and you take it on your numbers. You take the charge. But that's a very, very sophisticated defensive move.
Well,
great move by Hinkson going inside.
Sanders, who's been terrific, will get a seat on the bench. That's Mike Ford checking into the ball game. Sanders has been the surprise factor in this game. Sophomore playing the game of his life against the very tough Amityville front court. Hinkson with 12 points. Quite a story. He leads this team in so many categories. His dad is a role model for the team. Check that, he's got 8 points. Sanders sitting down with the 12. Hinkson misses the first, normally a good free throw shooter. His dad is a real role model for the people in Amityville, for the community. His dad, Vernon, drives the kids around, all the kids on the basketball team throughout the summer, and they have a tremendous community relation. Tipped up, no good that time, as he missed the second. And with 8.7 seconds to go, we get a timeout here. Substitution coming in for Amityville.
You know, Barry, you can't read playoffs. Amityville Warriors have been shooting 70% all year long from the line. Westhampton has been shooting 55%, but it's just turned around here in this playoff.
Hinkson sitting down, Darius Jackson in the ball game. 4 seconds, Menendez all the way strong to the hoop, misses. And we are going to go to the 4th quarter, tied at 33. What a 4th quarter we should have, Doctor.
I'm impressed with the fact that the game is tied, but I'm impressed, doubly impressed, that it's 33 to 33.
We've got a war here at Stony Brook, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter in just a moment. You're watching exciting high school basketball on Cablevision's LISN.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
Just the beginning of our exciting basketball coverage. We'll have 9 games for you as we deadlock 33-33 at the end of 3. The winner to advance to play Bridgehampton, part of the Suffolk County tournament for the small schools title. Amityville, of course, went all the way last year, winning the county championship, defeating Sachem. And Richie Race's club doing everything they can do to prevent that from happening.
Coaches are both, they're looking for the edges. It could come from any direction. A bad call, a second shot, even a jump ball. The arrow points for Amityville.
Carpenter, Lamont in the ball game right now with O'Kelly 15. They work it down low, and the shot is good down low. Mike McCray coming up with the bucket. First time he's in the game, and the 6'7" youngster puts his club in front. Number 12 scoring there. Ford forcing it inside from Menendez. Batted around. It goes out of bounds. It'll still be Hurricane ball. How's that for coming off the bench, McCray, and getting the bucket to put your club in front?
He faded away on that jump shot over an extended hand, and that extended hand helped guide the shot.
And back in the game right now, big number 33. They can got to get him in there, Dwayne Sanders. He's been a major force in this game. Nice pass inside, turning. Holman has tied the score at 35.
Well, it's time for Jermaine to step up. He's the main man. He's the best all-around player that Richie's ever coached. Richie Race. This is the moment.
6 for Holman. Nice tip away that time by Richie. And Menendez with Westhampton looking to take the lead.
What you want to do is get a good shot, a good look. There's a set player. It could be one-on-one.
Menendez against the tough defense of O'Kelly. Maybe they're better defensive players. Menendez on the drive, pulling up for the tough shot. Batted around inside. And Amityville will come up with it, but they're going to call jump ball on the alternate possession. Arrow, it'll stay in the hands of the Hurricanes.
Not a good shot by Dale Menendez.
Forced it.
He forced it. It's the one thing he's got to develop, the ability to be able to stop and not commit to the basket at that point and to kick it out and keep the team on offense.
Tied at 35 from the corner. Martin missing. Kept alive again by Holman. Richie missing. They battle inside, and Amityville will come up with a rebound. That time, it was the big rebound pulled down by McCray, the 6'7" youngster.
Ooh, he got clobbered.
Ooh, no foul. It'll still be Amityville ball.
First of all, there was a charge. I mean, he took it right on the chest, and it wasn't called. And then he got clobbered inside by number 5, Oliver Hinkson.
Hinkson going strong to the hoop. And on the live action, Lamont has it blocked. Oh, man.
Oh, they're playing physical, and it really is a great game to watch.
How many blocks does Sanders have?
It really is a
this
great game to watch. The officials are really giving us a super game.
We've had 9 ties, 11 lead changes. As Menendez drove, he got fouled. It'll be the 4th team foul. And again, as we come down to the wire, free throw shooting could be crucial in this game.
You know, we've thrown this word around, poised. What it basically is control. And neither team is really playing under control. Slowing it down a little, playing within yourself, waiting for the opportunity.
Hinkson picked up his 4th foul and going right over the top. Holman trying to get Hinkson fouled out, missing. Back the other way they come. McCray on the drive, and he got fouled. Now here is McCray, a 6'7" senior, who has played very little this year. He's the best dunker on the team, averaging just 3 points. Just couldn't find playing time for this guy because he was a late arrival on the squad. And he's a terrific athlete.
He's going to go to junior college and be a very effective player on the college level. Got a great body.
Sanders picks up foul number 4. That will put him on the bench. And again, that is a crucial foul. Hinkson has 4. Sanders has 4. And at the line will be McCray, a 55% free throw shooter. And you see another substitution, Neil Harding in the game, and Hinkson likewise on the bench. McCray with his 3rd point. Again, he's had a high of 8 this year against Babylon. First time he's been in the ball game. And he's given his club a 1-point lead with 6:07 to go. Still a 1-point lead, but McCray's got it again.
Westhampton fouls one more time. They're in the penalty.
Carpenter pulling up too hard. Volleyball time here. Douglas will save it. And Lamont hustles to get it. Knocked out of Ritchie, but it's off Carpenter, out of bounds. Boy, the athleticism of these guys here.
You know, Richie's right next to me. I'd say, Richie, slow it down. Richie, slow it down. I would tell it to any of my ball club if they were out there. Slow it down. Be patient. But keep attacking. If you got an opportunity, you got to go for it. You can't be tentative.
Amityville by 1. You see the time remaining. Menendez driving, blocked from behind that time. And again, it was McCray who blocked it. Off on the drive, Carpenter got fouled. So McCray, a major factor since coming into the ball game here, Stan. The block of Menendez, and then the foul on the other end as Carpenter got fouled.
You know, he's a fresh body. He truly is a fresh body. Look at the defense behind by McCray on Menendez. Then starting to break, kicking it out at the right opportunity, and then a hard drive to the basket.
Well,
Number 11, Teron Carpenter. He's done this before.
Holman's got to step up. Carpenter with 8 points. He'll get another free throw. The lead is 2 for Amityville. They have not had much of a lead at all in this game. Carpenter, high of 19 against Kings Park. He's going to Wake Forest on a football scholarship. He's an all-county quarterback. He's a real Mr. Clutch guy, Carpenter.
He's what we call a money player.
Amityville by 3. I think this is their biggest lead for a while. And now Menendez working the backcourt against the fresh legs of Harding. Harding, a very tough defensive player, number 10. Ritchie off to Martin. He'll try a 3. Good off the glass.
Well, I knew it was going to be a factor, but only he knows that he didn't aim for the backcourt.
Martin off the glass for 3. We're tied at 38. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's what life's made of, opportunities and breaks.
Swing it for Carpenter. And it's out of bounds, goes over to the Hurricanes with 4:53 to go, tied at 38. Well, Jack Agostino's club is in for it. The Hurricanes have been tough today.
See, if they could sit on the ball in 4 minutes, there'll be a TV timeout and you catch another break. When you're only playing with 5 or 6 players, this is what you're looking for.
Here's Ritchie, knocked away from behind by Lamont. We'll get substitutions made. Sanders coming back in with those 4 fouls. And sitting down will be Ford. So Richie Gamblin here is going to the guy who's brought him here quite a bit today. Boyd O'Kelly will sit down for the moment. I check that he's back in the game, O'Kelly, as they had a substitution. Holman being tightly guarded by Henroy Douglas, can't get the ball inside to him. Now Menendez works it outside against Harding. Quick drive by Menendez!
Oh. He elevated over everybody with that 5'11" body. He made himself 6'3" on that play.
Steal here! Off to Menendez! And Menendez has put his club up by 4. He's got 6 points. 4 coming here in the crunch time of fourth quarter.
I can't tell you the timing on Jermaine Howman pass. The bounce pass once again. The bounce pass, but the perfect timing.
Inside. Douglas missing, fights for the rebound, goes back up, no foul, batted into the corner. Lamont will save it for Amityville. Inside looking for McRae, tied up there by Menendez. And on the alternate possession arrow, Amityville will get the ball when we return. Don't go away, folks. We've got a dandy. Amityville trails Westhampton by 4 with 3:40 to go in the fourth quarter.
They're made of the same active ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's pain reliever and the national brand? The box, and over $3. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed. They're made of the same ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's mouthwash and the national brand? The bottle, and over $2. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Take a look at the steal by Mr. Holman. And now watch this, the timing. He drives, he draws, he dishes, and the layup, the soft layup. The last step on every layup has got to be up. Not broad, but up. It's a high jump step. Gives you that nice soft roll.
Look at the eyes of Dale Menendez, this very competitive young man. His club leads by 4, 3:40 to go. Amityville was ranked number 4 in the state. Coming into play today, Westhampton number 7. St. Dominic's, a club you'll probably see later when we televise our Catholic school championships. They were seeded number 2 in the state, or at least ranked. Here we go. Amityville. They've been down before, and they've bounced back.
Didn't change that.
Possession arrow now swings the other way. Banked up and in, inside. And it's 42-40. O'Kelly with the bucket. Here's Ritchie with his club leading by 2. Right to the hoop. And it rolled in. No goaltending there. It might have been touched there. We'll see it.
Well, I'll tell you, the score clock, the ARC, and these 2 officials are making this game a great basketball game.
Hinkson will follow inside to make it a 2-point ball game. So after Sanders got his 13th and 14th point, Ritchie lost it off the turnover. Mott Hinkson. And we're tied at 44 with 3 minutes to go. Menendez brings it down. Knocked out of bounds, hustling back to knock it out of bounds there was Boyd O'Kelly.
Boyd O'Kelly, I mean, putting on the afterburners to come back and make that miraculous save defensively.
We have a classic going for you. 2:53 to go, the 11th time. Let's take a look at the last basket.
Now here's carelessness again on offense, not protecting the ball, not looking up, the give and go, and number 6 going hard to the basket. That number 5 is that Oliver Hickson.
So Oliver Hickson, who's been very quiet, has tied the score here at 44.
Come on, we only have 1 timeout left. Okay? Now listen to me. Listen to me. We got to get a good play right now. Okay? Let's run. Let's run clear through for Dwayne. Let's run clear through the draft. Okay? Do you understand that? And it's got to be a good pickup. Let's run side out, run clear.
This is what it's about right now. 44.
2:53 to go, and listen to this crowd here on a Tuesday afternoon, stomping around here. What a crowd, and a tribute to Suffolk County basketball.
Now, right now, what Richie Race has done is called the play. Now, you're making this play go against a defense that is very emotional, very tough, very rested. And plays usually don't work. It's usually your second option off of plays because the defense is going to be tough.
Richie got it in bounds. Holman off to Menendez.
Let's see
guarded by
create the
O'Kelly.
play. Here's clear. They're clearing on that side of the court, and then the cut over.
Richie over to Holman, guarded by Douglas. Looking inside, nothing there.
See, plays don't work when defense is tough.
Look at one inside. Sanders fumbled it, got it back, and scored! Oh, Sanders fumbled it, got it back. He's got 16.
It wasn't going to be the primary option. It was a secondary option that made it work.
Carpenter off to Lamont for the lead here. Batted by Menendez, and the rebound controlled by Westhampton with 2:13 to go. Lamont 0 for 6 here in the second half.
It's a double stack inside, double stack inside. Good shot has to be made.
Inside, this is Holman turning. No good, batted back out, and Menendez comes down with the ball, gets tied up, and it'll stay in the hands of the Hurricanes on the alternate possession arrow. There you see the arrow, Jack Agostino, with 1:55 to go, wants a timeout here. His club trailing by 2 with 1:55 to go now. The alternate possession arrow will swing back the other way. Timeout of the court. We've got a dandy. We'll return in just a moment.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
They're made of the same active ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's pain reliever and the national brand? The box, and over $3. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed. They're made of the same ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's mouthwash and the national brand? The bottle, and over $2. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed.
The Elite Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center features state-of-the-art technology, ultra-modern equipment, and an in-house board-certified orthopedic surgeon. The Elite team will bring you science, technology, and perfection together. Under the watchful eye of Elite's medical staff, Elite provides physical therapy, sports training, currently running Neil Heaton's pitching program, and weight reduction programs. The Elite Sports and Fitness Center. Call 737-6767. Strive to become all you can.
There's the story. Westhampton trying to stay undefeated against #1 seed Amityville, leading by 2. 1:55 to go. Now, Amityville has only 4 team fouls, and if they're behind, they want to stop the clock. They won't be able to get them to the free throw line. They've got to foul a couple of times here.
Westhampton just got a break. The ball went out of bounds, but it went out of deflection on Amityville. And another situation up there, there are 17 fouls by Westhampton. The next time they foul, they're going to get 1-on-1. Amityville's going to get 1-on-1.
Menendez with his club leading by 2 against O'Kelly. Sanders blocked that time beautifully by Douglas. Amityville can tie it with a 2 here. On the drive, the dish off, but stepping out of bounds was Carpenter. And he is shaken up. Carpenter holding his hand. Boyd O'Kelly with the penetration, dishing off to Carpenter.
No, but number 33, the sophomore. Watch this now. Watch number 33 the sophomore, take it right on 33. He made the judgment call.
And he's going to get called for the offensive foul, O'Kelly. Here's Menendez, is caught by 2. Knocked away and out of bounds. It'll still be Hurricane ball with 1:28 to go as they cling to a 2-point lead. Carpenter's hand still bothering him, and we may get a substitution right now as Jack Agostino will send in Neil Harding, number 10, replacing him. So Teron Carpenter, Mr. Clutch, you want him out of the court, Stan, in this kind of a situation, but he is hurting right now, being attended to. Back to the action here. Ritchie looking to inbound, and
that's right.
They had their
5 seconds
timeout left.
Oh, they used a timeout.
And they have none now. Amityville has the only 2 timeouts left in this game.
On that entry pass, incidentally, if it's in the air, it is still not on the court. And so the 5 seconds continues as the ball goes into the air.
The winner of this game will advance to play Bridgehampton in the small school championship.
Listen, we're not going to go box up. We're going Carolina. Yeah, run Carolina. But look, fake it in and got to go out to the corner and get it. So listen, you're in the stack, right? You go out to the corner, fake going to the left, okay? Then bust out to right and get to it. Then bring it back out, okay? And let's run 4. Yeah! Okay? Let's run 4. But look, it's with a blinker. It's with a blinker. Easy pass. It's with a blinker. Okay? So take it to the hole. Listen to me. Listen to me. You gotta be afraid now. We're running 4. Come to get the ball. Fake it to your left on the sky roll to the blinker. Come out and get it. Run 4. Let's get you 2 on the same side. You got a blinker. The court is open. Look, if we run the clock out, we win. Let's go. Come on. No timeouts. No. Get that out of your head, man.
Westhampton has to get the ball inbounds. Ray said, let's go away from the ball and then cut to the ball. Take away, go away from the ball. The other thing he called 4, which probably is 4 corners. They're taking the air out of the ball.
Ritchie's inbound pass blocked and knocked away. Amityville down 2. They have 2 timeouts remaining. 1:20 to go. O'Kelly off to Lamont.
You can give up the 3 on this zone. You can give up the 3. Number 15, check him out, Boyd O'Kelly.
O'Kelly knocked away. Menendez coming up with the ball.
They've taken the air out of the ball. It's 4 corners.
Again, remember, we have the shot clock in effect here, so they have to shoot the ball.
If they're going to win it, they're going to win it in the foul line, Barry.
Ritchie, remember, they have fouls to give here. Ritchie off in the corner. And bringing it back out will be Holman. You see the time remaining. Westhampton with the ball and the lead. Shot clock is showing 45.
They'll get it back.
Check that 34.
Amityville will get it back. Amityville will get it back.
Here's Ritchie. Up top. Shot clock is down to 23.
It's important that they don't foul.
Right.
It's important they don't, because then the 45 seconds, now the 45 seconds begins all over again.
And they don't go to the foul line either here.
And they don't, and they get the 45 seconds all over again.
And now 19 seconds we're showing on the clock, so they'll get a fresh 45.
That's right. If they just stayed cool, they would have gotten it.
Either they should have fouled early, Stan, if they want to get them to the line to stop the clock here and force them to win it at the line. You lost 18 seconds of a comeback here. You're down. You can't win this game.
The clock has to go back to 45 seconds.
They will reset it. Richie Race telling the official, and Skip Gutzler, the veteran official, now talking to Jack Agostino in front of the scorer's table. They should reset it. No shot clock, in fact. They turn the shot clock off. 27.5 seconds to go. Richie Race says, coach, smart call. Shot clock is shut off. You see the time remaining. 27.5 seconds to go. 16 fouls. So one more here. And Agostino lost it. Lamont on the drive to tie the score. Got blocked. And a foul will be called. And Lamont will go to the line to try to tie it here as Richie's face shows the anguish there.
81% from the line. The senior, the captain.
Ritchie picks up foul number 4. Let's watch the steal here.
Step to the ball, but look at the hand. Oh, he stepped to the ball with his body, but not his hands.
Lamont needs 2 to tie it here. 46-45. This young man, a scholar athlete. Amityville, remembering that Westbury game, lost a heartbreaker at the buzzer on a three-point shot in our LISN Long Island B Championship. Let's watch Richie Race's reaction, and they're going to inbound it quickly as we go back to the live action. Ball inbounded here. Martin fires for three, no good. The follow off the glass to tie it, no good. And the game is over. A stunned Hurricane club. They were up to Jack Agostino's club. It was defense, a couple of steals, and a couple of layups. He said the team that made the layups would win. They came back, got a chance to try to win it on Martin's long three-pointer. They got a chance on a rebound, and the game ends with the undefeated season of Westhampton coming to an end. They're now 20-1, and Amityville squeaks by in a terrific ball game.
What pressure, what enormous pressure on Eric Lomont as he went to the foul line and cashed in on those two fouls, and that made all the difference.
Lamont's free throws and the layup. Richie Race's club, nothing to be ashamed about. They played a terrific game. Let's watch this wild last sequence here. Off the free throws by Lamont and then the steal.
This is his second shot.
This ties the game. And he steals the ball. Open jumper and
Boyd
O'Kelly. Boy, oh boy. The all-county football player. And this one will be remembered by Amityville for a long time right now as they're in the center of the court in a prayer. This is something that they have done all year. They've got a couple of players that lead prayers. And their prayers were answered here in the closing
They never
seconds.
pray for winning. What they do pray for is to be the very best and to be strong inside and to perform as well as they can.
A prayer away. This is a club that Jack Agostino, these kids he's known from the 7th grade on, stand from CYO camp, a senior-dominated club, and they've got a chance to go upstate and a chance at another county championship. We'll be back to wrap this standy up. Jack Agostino's a happy guy. Why not? His club has escaped with a 48-46 dramatic victory for the Class B championship. You're watching Cablevision's LISN.
David Nolan with a pre-approved mortgage, which gave him the bargaining power to buy his family a bigger house with a lower bid. Chase Mortgage Pre-Approvals. They make every one of our 23 different mortgages even more valuable. Another way you're worth more at our bank. Chase, because the right relationship is everything.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
Well, in a wild one, the Warriors 48. It was wild and furious down the stretch. The Amityville Warriors, 48-46, and the Warriors were trailing 46-44 with about 22 seconds left in this game. To my left, Eric Lamott with his coach, Jack Agostino. And Jack, let's first go to you before we talk to Eric. Down the stretch, what are you thinking on that timeout before he comes up with the steal?
Well, I know we need a stop, need a steal, and score. Very simple. It's not nothing complicated here. It's not splitting atoms. You know, you got to get a stop, you got to score, and hopefully make the shots. And Eric has been a great player all season. He's one of the best players in Suffolk County. He's a tremendous student. He's just an all-around great person, probably the greatest kid I've ever coached.
Well, that's some kind words there, Eric. Let's take you through it right now. We're going to show the steal first. Talk us through it here. Are you looking on the overplay here?
Yes. I just tried to get the ball anytime it came off his foot. I just tried to push it up the court, find somebody open, and take it to the hole.
All right, so you take it to the hole, you get fouled, you go to the line, you drop 2 free throws very, very calmly. You tie the score up at 46. Now, following the free throw, the second one, take me through this.
We went back into our defensive press, and I guess he got nervous, so he threw it right to my hands. I tried to find the open man, and Boyd hit the shot.
And Boyd O'Kelly drops it, and Jack Agostino, you've got to win.
We just want to give all our thanks to God. I mean, we do a lot of praying as a team, and there's no greater feeling when you win a big game like that.
This was a tremendous game. You guys were the #1 seed, but they were undefeated. All of that comes into play in this one. You know they don't want to lose here in the finals, and you don't want to lose the #1 seed.
I'll tell you what, you got to give so much credit to Westhampton and their coaching staff. They really came ready to play. They're kids who didn't have a lot of experience gained a tremendous amount of experience. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the finals again next year.
Hey, Eric, you got to talk about the fact that everybody said that you guys had the size, you had the experience, and the game could come down to the play on the boards. They were very, very tough on the boards. Did they do anything that you didn't expect from them?
Well, they just crashed every single point. Every shot went up. They had a body on there. We had to box them out, find a way to get the rebound.
Well, congratulations on a super win. This is a real easy bus ride back to Amityville. I know that, right?
Well, we have to stop at McDonald's, Burger King, because I always let them know if all the playoff games we've won over the years at Stony Brook, I always have to buy the kids Burger King. So it's another $60 day right now.
But you'd take that any day, wouldn't you?
Oh, you know, not 5 in a row or 6 in a row. I'm not that rich.
Congratulations, Jack Agostino, Eric Lamott, a super game down the stretch.
Thanks.
Once again, the final in this one, 48-46. Amityville coming out on top over Westhampton. Barry and Stan to wrap it all up right after this timeout.
They're made of the same active ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's pain reliever and the national brand? The box, and over $3. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed. They're made of the same ingredients. They've undergone extensive testing. So what's the big difference between Genevieve's mouthwash and the national brand? The bottle, and over $2. Quality Genevieve's brand products, guaranteed.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Well, back here at Stony Brook, fans got their money's worth, Coach.
A year ago, think about this. A year ago, Amityville was playing Westbury at Hofstra, and it was just a reverse situation where Jack Agostino and his Warriors lost the game in the last second. He knows how it is to hurt.
Well, they'll go on now to take on Bridgehampton. This is just the start of our basketball coverage, and if this is anything we can expect, we'll be back here, of course, for the Long Island Class A and B championships. We'll, of course, see Hempstead back here then, and we'll see perhaps either Manhasset or Southside going up against this outstanding Amityville club.
Amityville Ball Club, a team of destiny, a team that prays. But let's just say one final word to Richie Race and his ball club. What a great game. What a battle under the boards. They were courageous, and they're all back next year.
What a team they'll have next year. And that'll do it for Stan Kellner and Carl Roeder. This is Barry Lander saying thanks for watching Cablevision's LISN. Again, the final. Amityville's Warriors knock off the Hurricanes of Westhampton 48-46. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Canon USA, by Chase Manhattan Bank,
By Genovese, we'll take good care of you. By Hofstra University. By National Sports Medicine. By Bob's Stores. By Austin Travel. By The Rinks, your complete family recreation center. And by Crystal Video Productions. Again, for Stan Kellner and Carl Roeder, Barry Landers saying so long, everybody, and thanks for watching Cablevision's LISN.
Board.
Looking for something to do this weekend? Concerts, theater, and community events. You'll find it all on Cablevision's photo bulletin board.
She was a friend to me when I needed one. Wasn't for her, I don't know what I'd have done. She gave me back something that was missing in me. She could have turned out to be almost anyone. Almost anyone. With the possible exception of who I wanted her to be. She couldn't have been any kinder if she'd come back and tried to explain. She wasn't much good at saying goodbye, but that girl was
From Stony Brook University, it's the 1997 Suffolk County Wrestling Championships, brought to you by Cablevision's Long Island Sports Network. Well, hi again, everybody. I'm Barry Landers, delighted to be back here at Stony Brook University. On my left, Greg Sarah of Newsday. On my right, Jim Nordland from Sachem High School. And Greg Sarah, as you look at what's happened so far, any surprises so far?
We've had quite a few upsets. We had 4 seeded wrestlers, top seeds, lose in the semifinal round. And we have a real close tournament. Longwood leads with 109.5 points heading into the finals. And we have some real outstanding kids back. We have a state champion, Thomas Morero of Wyandanch. We have Matt Wiley of Rocky Point, who's looking for his 4th county title. It's only been done twice before. And we have Jesse Jansen, a 9th grader, looking for his 3rd title.
All right, let's take a look at some of those outstanding wrestlers. Jim Nordland, right off the bat, and some of the early weight classifications, the 103 pounds. We're going to get a look at Steve Morrison, a defending county champ out of Hampton Bays.
It's funny you mentioned that weight class, Barry. 103 could be perhaps the toughest weight class in this year's tournament. We have 2 county champs. Unfortunately, one will not make it to the finals, and that's Chris Felicetter of Bellport, who was a runner-up last year. He came back through the wrestlebacks. But in the finals, we should look for Steve Morrison. And if he defends his title successfully tonight, he very well could be the outstanding wrestler in the tournament.
119 pounds, you've got Jesse Jansen from Shore and Wading River, a 2-time defending champ.
Unbelievable. He's only a freshman, 93-3 career mark. He makes it to the state semifinals every year, loses to the eventual champ. For some reason, I think this year might be his year. I know his dad's been waiting patiently, as Jesse and the entire family have, but you watch him wrestle. He's out there. He's ready to go, and tonight we'll probably see some action from him.
All right, we've got great wrestling coming your way, and more coming your way from Stony Brook University. You're watching Cablevision's LISN.
Rebel, express yourself. Take your creativity to a whole new level.
Express yourself with EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
We helped David Nolan with a pre-approved mortgage, which gave him the bargaining power to buy his family a bigger house with a lower bid. Chase Mortgage Pre-Approvals. They make every